Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped, back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into the Super Boss ZORO Judo for the 11th anniversary with the 11th anniversary characters to help take down the Super Boss 15 star event. Now, just be mindful that this is a Super Boss event and it's very endgame content for big damage teams. I will have some other teams out that don't include the 11th anniversary characters, but if you guys don't have Nami for this particular team, obviously you can just shift it a little bit and you could run maybe something like Zoro and Sanji. You could run like Zoro Kaku. Something like that would also help out quite a lot. Now, I did put out a preparation for these particular videos, so if you guys want to go check that out, but this is obviously the playthrough for those particular teams to sort of see how they rock and see how they roll. For this particular team, we will be using a Kizaru as our friend captain. Where are you, Kizaru? Surely someone's got Kizaru up. Surely. Do I have to reset my app? What the hell? Alright, so the team from my playthrough definitely has changed a little bit, and you would have just seen it just then. I forgot to actually change it to the new team. The issue with this particular fight is two particular things. There is ship bind, which is very, very annoying, and then there's also an interrupt if you use a conditional buff, which means if you use the Ace conditional buff, you are going to lose that. The problem with bringing Lulu and Ace is that you can't actually get the Ace rush effect and all of the Lulu passive off if you are running a Kizaru as a friend captain. So a little bit wonky, the shooter team, a little bit wonky in what we want from it, but at the same time, I feel like we can definitely get the most out of it, as shooters do have the advantageous buff. Now, I am running the S-Snake support. The S-Snake support is not essential in this team at all. It just gives you more damage. It's just, like, that's the bottom line. It's just going to give you a little bit more damage because you do get that advantageous typing effect. So, as you can see, you get a whole bunch of special reverse, whole bunch of annoying stuff here. The upside to running Ace as captain was that we got the special reverse for Nami, but at the same time, like, Nami can still get lots of cooldowns back with her abilities as well. So, a bit of a problem there. I was actually meant to shift her to the bottom, so Ace is meant to be there. Totally goofed that, but that's okay. We'll move. We'll just show off what this team is going to look like with the damage numbers that we do have on show. Now, as you can see, we get a Super Tandem available for, I believe it's for the Zoro and Kaku Super Tandem, I believe. As you can see, plenty of damage with the switch ability of, or the captain, I should say, of Luffy and Lucci. I do have the Jabra support on them, on Zoro Kaku, so that way we get their abilities back. Seeing a bit of an issue already. The cooldown on our Luffy and Lucci unit. We're going to have to use them frame 1, aren't we? That does seem like a little bit of an issue. Okay, well, let's start it off rip by going with the Nami EX. That's going to give her 2 turns of cooldown. We can then use the Ace special. That way we don't have to worry about getting a nuisance from all of the fun stuff that the Intimidation's doing. Okay, so that's fine. We get the Lulu back with the EX of Kizaru. Totally spaced on that one. We can then use the Frankie special. Frankie's going to give us a cooldown back for Nami. So then that way when we use the Nami special, we can get the base stats and the weakening effect. She also gives herself 2 turns of cooldown. Kizaru can then give us the chain boundary and the tap timing shenanigans, which then gives back the Nami increased damage taken. We can then switch with our Zoro and Kaku. Zoro and Kaku are going to give us an attack boost, and then we can use their special for a bit of chain shenaniganry, and we can get their EX, because why not? Then we can use Luffy and Lucci for a set target buff. And now we can double stack a conditional with them. The problem I believe that we have here is that we don't actually get the second conditional with this particular makeup. I think that's the big drawback to everything that's going on. And I should use Frankie before Ace. So, unfortunately, we're only getting 1 conditional off. If you have Caulifla, I believe you could probably replace Caulifla with Frankie with Caulifla, but then you lose the pseudo double special of Nami, I imagine, because Nami won't be in the middle slot. She won't get back all the cooldowns from Kizaru. It's a little bit finicky, but this is what we're rolling with. This is what we're rocking with. For right now, like, Kizaru is just going to absolutely clean house. But I do think we will tweak these teams a little bit, or you can tweak these teams a little bit to get a little bit more damage output from them. But in saying that, they still seem pretty strong. And obviously, we are just sort of using Nami with the Kizaru friend captain here. Alright, now this particular fight should be pretty damn juicy. We are using Luffy, Zoro, Sanji as a friend captain. As you can see, we have Nami and Kizaru on the team. Shanks is our lead. That's the team that supports. Let's dive on in. With this particular team comp, we are utilizing the ship, the 11th anniversary ship. So that way we get lots of cooldowns for our Luffy versus Luffy down there. Now, versus Luffy doesn't get cooldowns. He doesn't get the verse ability charge or anything like that. So, or actually he might get the verse ability charge, but we are using the double special of Nami here. So that's going to be the main play. With the support of Mistems, we can get the max special that we need for Luffy. Hopefully, we might not even need the ship, to be honest. The ship might be something that we can look past. Now, I believe they want you to use Nami on this particular stage. For our team, we're just going to use Shanks. Shanks covers it as well. He gives you color affinity for 3 turns, and then he also removes the barrier. Plus, you have type advantage here, so your side characters can hit fairly hard, and as you can see, we can just tear our way through turn 2 without using the Nami special, and then we can obviously use Kizaru to get Nami back, which is going to be really, really fun. So, we get the carry over the color affinity, which is always nice. The enemy has a territory, puts up all that nasty shenanigans that we see there. As you can see, I don't know if we need the ship. We could probably change the ship. We might be able to remove that shit. That's going to be fun. So, first things first, we need to remove the intimidation. That needs to go. Then we can use the Nami special. Nami's going to apply the weakness and give the base stats. Slashes are pretty prominent, and side characters obviously have type advantage, so that's going to be fun. We can use her EX as well, so that way we get some final type shenaniganry and fun stuff like that. Then we are going to utilize the... What do we want to do here? We want to use the special of Kizaru. That's going to get back Nami. I do want her tandem orbs. Oh, I can get tandem orbs with the EX of Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. So that's always fun. We're going to... I wonder, did they override? So if we super swap with Luffy, Zoro, Sanji here, and we get the attack boost from Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, then we... Let's increase it all. And then use the EX. Because then that becomes, what, 2.75. Does this then override that? Oh, it does. Hello. Oh, hello. It goes down to a 1.38, though. So, I mean, like, that's not terrible, though, because we still get the 3.75 buff. Yeah, wow, that's because then, if you, like... Honestly, I believe you could probably stall out that versatility of Luffy. You could then use the versatility of Luffy to get the 1.2 times and get even more damage with this team. On top of that, I don't think you need the ship cooldown. I think you might be able to stall it out. And that way you can... yeah, then that way you might be off to the races here. This team should do a shitload of damage, man. I can see this team hitting really hard. On top of that... You have a rush into your Zoro Sanji super tandem, which could go absolutely bonkers here. Like, we're not going to get past the Shanks rush, but I believe the tap timing will be Kizaru next into Luffy, into Zoro Sanji, then into Nami, and finish it off with maybe, well, actually, maybe rush with Shanks at the end. That way you're just maximizing your damage completely. That could be just insane. So, there you guys go. That's the 11th anniversary characters taking down the Super Boss. I will do some more runs later down the line, or maybe post some screenshots with some damage numbers and stuff like that. But if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.